Welcome back my Java stalwarts. This is Paradox AP and in this video I'll be showing you guys some more Java stuff like operators and variables and all that stuff. So without wasting much time, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and create a new class. Just go to new class and I'm gonna name this one this test. According to conventions, you can actually name your class anything as long as it doesn't contain space or any special character, and as long as it begins with a letter, and it should mostly begin with an uppercase letter. And after you have entered your name, the name of the class, just hit finish and you'll see a new class. Now this time I forgot to select the public static void main, so it doesn't show up, but that's not big of deal. You can just type it in yourselves. Public static void main string args. So now first thing I'm gonna show you is variables. So variable is just like it's kind of hard to explain. It's like a thing where you can store data. That's that's my explanation of it. So I think I'll just show you and it would make much more sense. So to create a data, to create a variable you have to declare it, and before declaring it you have to declare it with a specific data type. So I'm just gonna make it a integer variable, int a equals 10. So what int is just integer, so it can only store integer values. Now if you try to store a decimal value, it would give you an error saying the value of the local variable a is not used, cannot convert from double to int. So double is basically the decimal value, so it has to contain an integer value. And what a is just variable name. You can actually anything like abc or maybe x or I. I'm just gonna name it a, and then you use a equals operator to assign it the value, and then all the statements have to be terminated by using the semicolon operator. Don't know if it's operator or not, but yeah. You can also do it on on different lines. You can just say int a and then a equals 10. So that's it. Now you might be wondering, why do we need variables? So you need variables so that you can just use values more efficiently. It's like if you had to print out 10, you would say system.out.print line double quotes 10, and it would print out 10 then. But in this case we could just say system. You can actually use the shortcut sysout and then control enter a. Notice this time you don't need some double quotes. With variables you don't need double quotes. You can just say system.out.print line a and run, and you'll see 10 and 10. Notice when I remove the double quotes from around 10, it wouldn't give me any error because it's just an integer. But how about if we had to create a string? String is actually, let's call it string str. Now let's say hello world. Now instead of typing hello world over here, notice what happens when we do this hello world thing. We already did it. It just prints out hello world. What's the big deal? The big deal is that why are variables more efficient? Because now if you want to print out hello world, you can just say str and it's gonna print out hello world. You don't want to type hello world for like 10 times. If you want to print out hello world 10 times, you can just say str and now it would print it out 3 times. So, and notice the str isn't surrounded by the double quotes either, because it's also a variable, and you don't need to surround variables with double quotes. Only strings have to be surrounded by double quotes. So basically there are several data types, but the most common ones are int for integer, it stores a integer value, string, which stores a word or sentence or any kind of string actually. And then there is double, I'm just gonna call it D, which stores decimal values, let's say 10.985. You know what, I'm just gonna say double pi equals 3.14. And then there is char or char, or however you say it. I prefer calling it char, ch, which just stores character, and it has to be enclosed with single quotes. So it can only store one character, while string can technically store unlimited characters. And if you print them out, they look mostly the same. I mean, for printing out variables, you just use the same thing but different variable names. So let's print out pi, and we do a quick copy pasting, and then let's print out ch. Now you can see hello world, str, which is hello world, str, which is hello world in, pi, which is 3.14, and ch, which is a. And notice how each of them are like printed out on a new line. This is because we are using system.out.println line statement. If you want all of them to print out on the same line, we could just remove the ln part of it, and then it would print out everything on the same line, which might not look so great. See, hello world, hello world, hello world. But just to show you guys, now you can also like make one of them ln so that the next one shows up on the new line. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial, I guess. I know we're going on a slow pace, but I promise you guys that from next video on, we're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up really quickly. And this is just like warm-up thing. So please Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. And as always, you can send me like $1 million in the mail if you want to. But that's pretty much it for today. And I'll see you guys in the next video.